clearly running that physical man defense. What could have just happened differently on offense today?
We could have been the aggressors. They bullied us through all of our offense. We couldn't really run our offense, which resorted to us going one-on-one, as y'all saw. And if we would have played through our system more, I think we would have scored more baskets. But it really started with us, really being physical. Which led to, our bad offense led to, like I said, last game, our worst defense. So, that's pretty much what it was.
It was one of those halves, anything that could go wrong did go wrong, probably, at least in the first part of the second half.
I think, just the turnovers. I would say the turnovers for sure. All year we've been that's been our Achilles heel, is the turnovers. The amount has been decreasing, the last couple of games. But like I said, it's just the physical standpoint of the game. So we got another game on Tuesday against Kent State, a better team. All we could do is really, try to keep our heads up and, hope that we can, like I said, be the aggressors for the next game.
And yeah, you came in, you went on a little run. You brought a little bit of life in that first half. What can you say about you and the team's energy and going in the first half in comparison to the second?
I think in the first half, we had cut the lead down. Was it the first? I don't have the score, but I think at some point during the game we had cut we cut it down. I don't know, to be honest. We're a hungry team. We're a small team. We're like I said, a smaller team in the league. So I think just sometimes when we go on that run, we have to just keep it. I think sometimes what happens is we go on a run and then we start turning over the ball or we don't finish a play. So I couldn't really tell you what it was that just turned that switch on for us. But sometimes when you see that ball go in, at this level, it's contagious. So that's pretty much all I could give you. Thank you.
Yeah, this was a extremely disappointing performance by the Huskies. We weren't ready to play. We lacked discipline, toughness. It was an embarrassment from start to finish. Our guys were pretty beat up about our performance. I thought they had the right intentions. We just couldn't execute anything from start to finish. We were down. We made it respectable to the last 4 minutes, got it to 7 with the ball, and then we couldn't do anything. We had no legs. Guys couldn't make shots around the rim. We were 4 for 17. The only thing we probably did respectable was we got 23 free throws. But we didn't do. I'm sorry, we got 17 free throws, and we guarded without fouling. But we also they didn't miss a lot either. So it was just one of those games where everything can go wrong, went wrong for us.
How surprised were you what took place in the second half?
Tremendously surprised. Their physicality wore us down. It was disruptive. A lot to say with the weight room. Those guys they wanted it more, which is disappointing. I mean, both teams were 4-11, so it's not like you're playing against a team that's at the top end of league play. So you would think that our guys would have some, and we didn't. We showed no grit, anything. We were just, lethargic across the board for 40 minutes.
And you played it really close the first game.
Yeah, with not playing well down there. So it's one of those games where you scratch your head, you're going to go back, you watch the film, but our defense was dreadful to start. They're not a three-point shooting team, and they gave them 11 makes. They're at the bottom of the MAC in three-point field goal percentage, and they got 11 out of 20. And I think they were 4 for 5 to start the game. A lot of it was missed assignments, lack of focus, but this was one of those performances where you look back and you scratch your head and try to figure out why we didn't come out ready to play in the second half.
So initially, what's the biggest thing that you guys could have done differently as a unit today?
Just come out and be ready to fight. I thought we got punched and we got on our heels and we never got off our heels and we never started to punch back. I think we were reactionary. Just look, they led 37 minutes of the 40. When you are not in the position to punch back and you're playing passive, soft around the rim, that leads to easy shots, second chance opportunities. We had 4 offensive rebounds, and we shot dreadful. So we didn't get any second chance points.
Your thoughts with the final 2 games left?
We got a tough one at Kent State. I mean, every day you got to fight. So Kent State has a lot to play for obviously Cleveland. So we just got to sit down and figure out how we can be more competitive. Yet again, a team that we played at their place, we lose by 2. So I don't know what team's going to show up for the Huskies. So we're going to start preparing for Kent State like our lives depend on it. We're not going to be soft. I can tell you that much.
You feel right now you got to win those final 2, obviously.
100%. You got to win. We got to win tomorrow, right? You got a dejected locker room. So you got to win tomorrow. Get a good day prep. Get them back focused on the things that we can control. Effort, because this was an effort game. This is. I mean, they didn't. As dreadful as we played, I mean, it should be 100-point game. So it wasn't about. It was more these guys play harder, tougher around the basket, and they did what they wanted to do versus us. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.